Oh man. Yo. What's good, y'all?
What's good,
y'all? Yo, welcome to another episode of Rose Above It. I'm your host, T Rose. I got some very, very special guests in the building. Little bro, my boy Chuck in the building.
Yes, sir.
My boy Chuck, CEO, founder of Truss the Vision in the building. My man Chuck. And I got my guy Sebron in the building.
What's good?
CEO, founder of IM ME CLOTHING. Got some big things in the work.
Yeah, you know, fashion show coming up this weekend.
Big.
November 9th, Saturday.
Yeah.
First fashion show for my brand, so
okay.
It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big.
We're gonna get into all that. First, I want to shout out Blue Door, always, for allowing us to get here every Wednesday. Every Wednesday evening. Shout out to Julie. My man Denz is in here. Shout out to my man Denz in the building on the camera. Shaq can't be here. PJ can't be here. Y'all fired, man. Y'all fired, man. It's over. They done, man. They done. But yo, Kanye album drop.
Yeah.
Jesus King.
Sound. That's a different sound, right?
How y'all feel about it?
I don't know, man. As far as fashion, I mean, Kanye he's an icon, you know? Mm-hmm. But some of the stuff that he does outside of that is a little beside me. I didn't even really listen, bro, to be honest with you. I just know it sounds different. I know it's different.
Same here. Like, I probably listened to maybe the first track a little bit. Just like my mind all over the place right now, so I didn't even get a chance to sit down and actually listen.
I mean, if
to
it's genuine, everething he's doing with the gatherings on Sunday, then I'm all for it. You feel me? If it's genuine, then I'm all for it. But if it's some type of
promo or something like that,
like a publicity stunt or something, I can't get with it.
Man, I think on this podcast back, I said that. Look at the little kids. Oh man, yeah, that's Yonkers, right in the heart of Yonkers, Young Bucks. Yo, a while ago on this podcast, I told everybody I would never listen to Kanye again, right?
Yeah.
I messed up. So, I listened to Kanye. And I watched his interviews. And I think I'm back to where I was at last year.
That you're not listening to no more?
I think I'm done. Yeah. I think I'm done. Yo, bro.
So, if you had to compare it to any Kanye album, it doesn't sound like any Kanye, early Kanye, though.
It's not even his best. Yo, let me tell you something. This is not even it's not a good hip hop album.
Yeah.
It's not a good gospel album.
Oh man.
It's not a good album.
Missed totally.
Yo, he just missed. I don't know. Yo, like there's a couple songs I was like, all right, I think Kanye got something. But the third song was Follow God.
Yeah.
Beat fire. I can't front.
Production was great.
Production great. Kanye always great with production.
What is
production
he rapping about though? That's my thing.
Exactly. That's why nothing. Like, because my thing is, when Chance the Rapper did it with Color and Book, I loved it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this is fire. Everything he said, I felt, you understood it. It felt genuine. Kanye ain't feel genuine to me since his mom died.
Word. So for me, Kanye's last album was My Beautiful Dark Fantasy. Like, I remember being a kid. Mm-hmm. I was all the way on the other side of town. I ran all the way home to see the little short film he was putting out. Yeah. It's coming on MTV. I'll never forget. It broke my heart because Kanye is really like the guy for me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it came to fashion and all of that stuff. Denz could tell you, like in high school, that was my guy. That was my favorite rapper.
Yeah. And that to me, even that, I like that Kanye. I like My Dark Twisted Fantasy. I like Life of Pablo Kanye. But that to me, that's not classic. Yeah, classic. Yeah, is
graduation.
Yes. Late registration. All those is classic.
Homecoming, all of that. Good
yeah. So the reason why this don't feel genuine to me, and I think that may be it, because I'm a little biased ever since the MAGA thing, is I feel like he put this album out only because of the treatment he got
to save face, kind of.
Yes. Yeah, to save face. Because
damage control. That's what I'm saying. If it's genuine, I'm all for it, but.
It's damage control. And then when I watched the interviews that he did right before the album came out, in one of the interviews they asked him, did he care about Black Twitter? You know, because social media does hold so much power now. You know what I'm saying? Because how major it is. So they asked him if he cared about Black Twitter, and he was like, "No, I don't really care what Black people have to say." So instantly, the person who interviewed him, I forget his name, great interviewer, asked the right question was, so how do you care about white Twitter? He said, yeah, I do. And I'm like, yo, son, you went from a guy who stood for black people, who said George Bush don't like black people, all this other stuff, to a guy who only cares about himself, for me. Well, what benefits himself. Because this is still the same guy who now he wants to open a church, right?
Yeah.
Kanye just got a $68 million tax break. He wants to open up a church. The reason he opens up a church, in my mind, is because churches are tax exempt.
Okay.
You'll get that.
So now when you run in a business, you know what I'm saying? You run a business, you have the clothing brand, you're a musician, you're doing all this, and now you want to open up a church, and you get a $68 million tax break, and you supporting Donald Trump. This seems like it's a payoff to me.
Getting some incentives.
Nah.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely
Some incentives.
This seems like a payoff to me. Yeah. So for me, I'm big on supporting, I want to say good people, because I don't know any of these people personally, but I like
people that seem like their intentions are in the right place.
Yes.
No ulterior motives.
Yeah, exactly.
Something good.
So for you guys who are
stand for something.
Exactly.
Right.
So for you guys who are in the fashion, I'm curious to know, does it hurt? Let me word this correctly. Let me be careful how I word this. Do you look at what he does now as a little bit less than you would have years ago? Like, is he a little less of an inspiration?
So, I mean, you want to go first, but my bad.
Mine might be short. I'll say this. When it comes to Kanye, I like him as an artist. Like, I listen to some of his songs here and there. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like as we got older, we can see what he actually is about. So I look at it like whenever he's about to come out with an album, when he's about to drop something, he does some type of publicity stuff.
Okay.
He goes to TMZ, he goes on TV, he does these rants that he knows is gonna get everybody riled up, and then so just focus on his album at the time. You get what I'm saying?
So it's real strategic with him.
I feel like it's always a plan with Kanye. It's not like he just doing it off the top. Nah,
it's a plan.
Like, it's definitely something behind it.
Nah, I respect him as a businessman, Kanye. Definitely as a businessman. Like the way his brand is blown up with Adidas, like he said like Yeezy jumped over the jump, and that's. I mean, for me, I grew up in the middle of both eras, kind of. So I've seen like when y'all was younger and you and Chris were growing up, it was Jordans. Jordans. It was a short stint with foam posits, and then it jumped to Yeezy. Like,
and see, for me, it's like Yeezys is fire, right? I love the look of them, but I will never buy them personally because I wouldn't support.
I don't own a pair either.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, maybe you want to take my.
I'll tell you why I don't own them. We can talk about that later.
We can talk. But I'm saying I think they're fire. Like I want one. I want a pair. I would love to have a pair, but I just don't see me giving Kanye my money, even though, and it's hypocritical because I listen to his album. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting money
so
in
like supporting him regardless.
Yeah, and that's my at fault. I'm at fault for that.
I kind of understand. I could level with you on that.
Yeah.
Like if I was in your shoes, it's like, all right, I'm not gonna buy these $200 sneakers, but I'll give his album a listen.
I'm gonna give it a quick listen and see.
I respect
but why you don't got Yeezys? I'm just curious. Go ahead.
I look at it like when it comes to fashion, it's something that expresses yourself. It's something that you like doing.
Okay.
So me, I'm a hardworking man. I have a 9 to 5. I work 3 to 11, whatever it is. I have a full-time job, and it's like I'd rather not spend my money on designer. Either I make it myself or I find it somewhere that it express who I am. You get what I'm saying? So it's like when it come to a lot of people think fashion or they flee or fly when they just wearing a whole bunch of expensive ass designer. You get what I'm saying? I look at a person that's fly in fashion when it comes to you can go to any store and put an outfit together. Like I shop at Walmart, Target, wherever I can find something dope, whatever it is. I get whatever it is, accessory, pants, shirt, whatever it is. Whatever I can find, I put an outfit together or something like that. So when it comes back to Yeezys, it's like the shoe kind of expensive for me. You get what I'm saying? I'd rather spend my money on something else that I could put in. I invest in my business. I invest in me something personally in my life. And if I could just wear something a little bit cheap and I still look dope, I'll leave it at that. I don't need to design the stuff. So it's like, when it comes
I'm
to
trying to break away so much from wearing any designer, and I want to wear all up and coming brands because I don't have my own brand per se, but I'm a stylist. So I want to I want to make my business work for other businesses. You know what I'm saying? So like your sweater, bro. This is your brand. That's your hoodie.
Yeah, this
is dope, bro.
Yeah.
Like. They can't see the details on the camera, but the cutoff at the bottom where there's no elastic, I love that look, bro. I got
Jesus Christ, he picked up on that. I'm like, yo, he picked up on that like this.
I see that. Crazy enough, bro. Like just the other day on Instagram, it's so crazy how we don't think that, or it possibly could have went this way, but we don't think that celebrities watch our social media, but they actually do.
Yeah.
Like they in tune. I got in touch with Vado before, Vance and Leathers, all types of stuff, but. I had posted when I first started my business, probably in June. I posted a picture about a Tom Ford. Like the day I quit my job to work for myself, I want to have this Tom Ford. So, I don't want to spoil power for everybody, but when Ghost had his situation, he was in a Tom Ford suit.
That's the tweet. That's the post I saw.
Tom Ford double pocket. That's distinct. Those are distinct details. Like only Tom Ford does that. So it's just having an eye for it. You don't need designer to be fly. You just have to have an eye for what makes you look good. Like everybody can dress, but it's all a matter of fact if you have the confidence to believe in what you're putting on. You know?
Yeah. So y'all both mentioned not wearing, like, you trying to not wear the crazy name brand. How y'all feel about, like, cause Fashion Nova, right? Okay. Fashion Nova. So it's crazy because I see a lot of people, everyday people we know, won't buy brands or won't wear brands that like their peers are making, like your designer. Like, so I know for you need support to keep you going. You know what I'm saying? So, but we all of a sudden everybody wears Fashion Nova, right? And a lot of Fashion Nova, number one, is built for Black Latina people because especially girls is more curvy usually than white girls. And then now they got Fashion Nova men is designed for because we're built. Black men are built different than white guys. You know what I'm saying? That's a white man who owns that, who owns Fashion Nova. It's a white guy. How did you feel about Fashion Nova? And first of all, they copy a lot of these brands. Yeah. All they do is copy it and just make a cheaper version and say, "Yo, Fashion Nova, you can get this for $20." Like, if it was your brand that was being ripped off by Fashion Nova, how would you feel?
I would definitely feel some type of way, but at the same time, maybe try to find a way to use the exposure. So it's like I'm honestly doing something. So I'll put the light on that company using my design for what they got going on. Exactly. So I would try to use it in the best benefit for me. So it's like, say it was this hoodie, and I seen somebody got the same quality, the same design, all that stuff. I'm like, hey, this dude copied me first. We here. Let's see what we could do. Promote it that way. It's like something's right about it. You know what I'm saying? If that person want to copy it, it's something right about it. So I just gotta keep going. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's things about me with my designs. I try not to copy people. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of designs out there. I feel like is that they see something and they go off of what that design, what that company is doing. They see Gucci and then they base their design off of Gucci. That one logo or something like that. Their logo is based off of that. So I try to get off of that stuff by copying people, and I feel like with me, it takes me longer to come up with different designs and things like that because it's really coming from the heart. You know what I'm saying? It's coming genuine. It's coming from.
For me, I personally, I try to get in tune with up and coming brands because I don't mind. I'm definitely, I follow trends. You know what I'm saying? Like I follow trends. I follow the culture. Trends, but I try to put my own twist on it. Like,
exactly.
So I get in touch with up and coming brands and try to make one-on-ones for myself. And I pay and all of that stuff. I'll pay the extra, whatever, to customize it though. Just so to have something for me, because fashion is just a way to express yourself at the end of the day. You know?
Yo, that's crazy because you spoke on Power, and if you watch Power? Yeah. All right, so when you watch Power, when you watch the characters, when you look at how they're dressed, the way they dress it shows a little bit of how they act in each character, which is crazy. Like I didn't realize that until getting ready for this interview. I was like, damn. When you made that post about I'm like, dang, this is the way they dress is actually kind of how they are.
Like Tommy's wardrobe screams Tommy. Sherwin jackets and the black tips. Tommy always has on black tips. Always black boots. Always. And then like some type of like either like a trench jacket black or like a Sherwin jacket black. It's always black. Always.
Which is wild. So back to Kanye real quick. And before we get to y'all, back to Kanye real quick. Y'all might be mad at me. All right. I love Yeezy's sneaker designs. I love the Oh Yeah music. but I personally never thought he was the best clothes designer. Like whenever I see his clothes, I'm like, you could wear this in The Walking Dead. Like I watched the show Walking Dead. Like those clothes the zombies can wear them. So I'm just like.
So are you saying necessarily like the way they look, or you think the quality is like what?
It look homey. Like it look like
holes and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I feel you. I was never really into that either.
Like it looks.
When I say Kanye inspired me as far as fashion, I'm talking about Louis Vuitton Dunk.
All right, cool.
I mean, threes Kanye. Yeah.
I'm like making sure we're not talking about Ye that.
I mean, some of the stuff he wears now is sporty, but
like some of his stuff, like I would think about wearing, but then I would think about the price.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like the quality of it. You may be able to get a sweater from here and mix it with something else. You maybe get a fire.
Not for nothing. The Life of Pablo, the Life of Pablo merch was definitely.
I think he had hoodies too, right?
Yeah.
I think I seen some. Yeah,
those are decent.
I don't know if I can get down with Kanye's clothing. I don't know if I can get down with it.
That's not a go-to. That's not like a go-to brand for me. If I really not a go-to.
That's not something you wake up and like, oh, let me go buy something. Yeah.
So. Sebron, you got a fashion show coming up.
Yeah.
Right? This Saturday. I know a big thing for you in fashion shows is you want to find the right models, right? How hard is that process?
Well, I say for me it wasn't too hard. Reasons why, I still stay connected to my college I went to. And we have a fashion org there where they do a fashion show every year. It's been going on probably the last 10, 15 years before my time, whoever it is. So I try to stay connected with them to give those models opportunities to come to Jersey, because I went to school in Connecticut. So come to Jersey and just had that opportunity. So the majority of my models are coming from Connecticut. So I didn't even do a casting call, anything like that. It's my first fashion show. So everybody that I have modeling for me, it's either I got a relationship with them, I'm cool with them, something like that, and I'm giving them the opportunity to express themselves. They either came to me and said, I want to walk in your show, or I felt like they wanted the model, but they just didn't know where to go. So I gave them the opportunity, like, hey, come walk in my show. I'm not doing a casting call. I'm specifically picking you to do something for me. So we worked that out. Like everybody that's in my show or doing something for my show, they connected to me by somehow. Like Vanya, Blase, I know whatever it is. Everybody I know is connected to me somehow. Like all my vendors, I went to high school with them. Everybody that's helping me behind the stage or at the door, I know them personally. Everybody I know is connected. So I'm trying to use this fashion show as a connection. So when I do more fashion shows down the line, other people want to branch in.
Okay.
When you do your shows, do you get stylists as well, or is it like
so? This is my first. Like I've been doing fashion shows since I was like in high school. I modeled at first. In college, I modeled, and then 2012. That's when I started my line. I started being a designer, so I know how the modeling stuff go and things like that. But when it go to the original question again.
Oh, I was saying, like, do you when you do a fashion show, do you have stylists? Do you get your...
No, so when it comes to that stuff, usually when I do fashion shows, since my clothing brand is IM Me, I let them express themselves when they wearing my stuff. So it's like if all my fashion shows, I've been featured in something, so the models, I let them pick what they want to wear, what they feel comfortable in. So they be like, oh, let me wear that. I be like, all right, what you got to wear with it? I might tweak it a little bit, but then I let them express themselves with my brand. But for this show, I'm a style everybody. I'm gonna dress them the way I want it because it's my first show. So I want the pictures to come out a certain way so I can use the content, things like that for the website and further events that I have.
All right. Question. The reason I asked you about the models is because every girl, we all know girls on Instagram. Every girl's a model, man. Every girl's a model.
That's a fact.
Is it for like girls who actually work for this? Do you think it's unfair that sometimes there'll be girls that'll just be popping on Instagram
and then wake up one day and want to be a model?
And wake up be a model and get the jobs that girls that really work for being a model don't get.
In that sense, you got to charge it to the game. It's like, so I'm a stylist, right? And I'm hustling. I'm waking up every day shopping for people and all this other stuff. But if Diddy's son woke up tomorrow and wanted to be a stylist, he's gonna pop. Yeah, it's gonna be instant. It's gonna be that's snap your finger. Yeah, like he could wake up and just. So you got to understand that your story is just gonna be different. Yeah, like, you're gonna take the road less traveled. It's gonna be stuff you're not gonna want to do. People you're not going to want to be around, places you're not going to want to be, but you have to do it. Like if you want to get to that point where you can put people in a position where they could just pop, you gotta lay the groundwork.
And that's why sometimes with social media, yo, I'm like, yo, I love it, but I hate this shit. Because it's like, for me, I wanted to be a sports journalist, right? Okay. So I was like, yo, I wanted to be like Stephen A. What Charles Barkley them doing, chilling, commentating. Like I want to do all that, right? Yeah. Son, but I'm watching as I watch more and more. I'm like, yo, every NBA player is going from retirement to they're all of a sudden they're journalists. They broadcasters. Yeah. I'm like, yo, son, cycle, ain't no luck for dudes like me, yo. Yeah. And to me, I'm like, yo, ain't no luck for the dude like me, the everyday dude who's just like, yo, this is what I want to do with my life. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to school and study. I want to do this. It's over for that. Like it's not over. There's more door. It's different ways now.
You ever read Stephen A's story, bro? By any chance?
Yeah. No. That's he was a writer. Word. He did a lot. He wasn't even into sports at first. He was doing like CNN. And shit like that, which is crazy. Not saying like it's over. Not discouraging, but not discouraging like those young models who want to be models or anything, or even those young writers. But the fuck is that?
Somebody don't even play. No, y'all in the square, bro. Y'all don't really know what the square is, bro.
I thought it was in here. I'm like, yo, that's how I looked up.
You see some crazy stuff out here, bro.
Oh, every time, bro. We was out here before. These crackheads just like sitting there, like, I'm like, yo.
They on the set. They on production and stuff.
Giving the thumbs up. Like, got the crackheads' approval. We good. So, yo, Chuck, what's Truss the Vision, man? Where did the name come from? What is that?
So Truss the Vision is basically a service I provide to my clients where I'm a personal shopper or a stylist, and you provide me with your sizes, your measurements, the event that you're going to, or if you just want to just revamp your whole wardrobe. I've done that for like 2 or 3 people, and you can either give me your idea and I go out and make the best of what I take from when we speak, or you can give me free reign to style you. So basically, anywhere, like depending on, like if you wanted me to shop for a wedding, my whole thing is I'll relieve you of the inconvenience of actually going out to shop. My rates are very low, and then on top of that, I try to guarantee my clients that I'll bring them some type of money back. So I have endless connections as far as like getting like discounts. I do shop kicks. I'm in Target. I'm in Walmart. I'm in Marshalls. I'm in Ross. I drove to Connecticut to go to Ross one time just because I knew I was gonna be able to find something. Like I try to never leave without finding something.
Yeah, damn. So shit. You should. Yo, one thing I hate shopping.
Nah, yeah.
I hate like when I have big events. I'm a big last minute person, so it'll be like event is Saturday, Friday night. I'm like, looking for something. I'm like, yo, I can't find nothing. I don't know. This ain't working for me. Shit, Chuck is the connect. But it's crazy how stylists. We got the somebody who designs like this is a collaboration, man. Yeah. This is a collaboration.
It's a good comment.
IM ME Clothing. Wait, how did that name come? Because I think I know what you're gonna say after you give me the explanation of how you design people, how you style people. But
so
where it come from?
I would just say I was in school, and it was just one day I just wanted to start it. It's just like just shopping in Connecticut a little bit, couldn't really find too much. Like the store was kind of like, I went, no disrespect to Connecticut, but kind of behind.
Nah. Let's talk about Stanford. Yo, I work in Stanford in Connecticut.
Okay.
Worst mall I've ever been to in my life. Yo, when how you a mall? You don't even got, and I don't even shop at H&M, but when you don't got even H&M there, I'm like, or Zara.
I'm
like, you don't got
kind
nothing.
Of behind. It's nothing like no Forever 21 men, none of that.
No, nothing.
So it's like
it's kept, fellas. Forever 21 is the spot right
the men's section.
Check out the Forever 21.
I know,
man. I go in there with my slippers on. I'm personally basis with them. I'm in there almost every other day.
Yeah. I like, that's one of my stores right there. Right. But I started like 2012, just an idea, just the first thing that came to my mind, and just as I wanted to do something with it, it just grew. So in college, I was selling T-shirts here and there, a couple hoodies here and there. Then once I graduated, I played football as well. But once I graduated, I kind of like stopped for like 2 years. When I started my career, like I work with behavioral kids. So when I started my career, it like stopped. And then people ask me like, "Hey, I saw that you had a clothing line under your page," and then I'm like, "Yeah, I have it." Like,
it's there.
it's there. You know what I'm saying? So just like, I don't know what made me start up again. It was just like I just started doing a logo hoodie. People at my job started buying. I just started going from there, just building. And I'm like, I want to do something with it. Like, make this is my outlet for me to get away from my 9 to 5. I don't want to do that the rest of my life. This would be something I have on the side to move me forward to where I want to be. You get what I'm saying? So it's like with the clothing brand, I kind of look at it as like an outlet. So it's like with the business part of it, I try to make sure I cut out all middlemen. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I make everything myself. The most I can't do is like big embroidery right now, if you guys know what that is, but I could do little stuff. But everything else I do myself. So I sew all my tags and my stuff. I make all my shirts.
So you got in like a whole embroidery setup?
Well, a small embroidery. I just started getting into embroidery now, but I do have a small embroidery setup. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me know. So it's like, on top of me having my clothing business, I make my own stuff. I make t-shirts for other people too. So I do like my family reunions. I make t-shirts for my job, event t-shirts. Some of my vendors that I have, I make t-shirts for them. So it's like, it kind of brings double business in on top of getting my clothing brand out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me doing that, for me starting back up after 2 years taking off, it was just like just getting my stuff out there. It's just about being consistent, like posting on my page, coming up with consistent plans on what crowd I want to tend to or who I want to buy my stuff. And then like just get my name out there. Just like now I travel a lot, so I started traveling a lot with me and my boys when we started like at 21 years old. First trip, Miami, all our trips, we try to go somewhere different. But now as I got older and I got my business, I try to use those trips as a networking.
The way you spend your brand, yo.
That's crazy enough.
So I always, if you ask my boys, I always bring like merch with me just to give away for free. I don't even look for a price. You know what I'm saying? If I go to Atlanta, I go to LA, something like that. Let me bring this T-shirt. It's a conversation starter. Hey, I got this brand, blah, 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 blah. Take this T-shirt.
You never knew who you would meet.
You get what I'm saying? And it can get out that way. So it's like certain stuff that I do in my life, I try to make sure I attach my brand to it just to make it seem like I'm working. You know? Just so it get out there more. I'm working. I'm putting progress towards to what my goal is. So
it's crazy that you say that, bro, because life really does come full circle. I started my business, like I always had this idea kind of like looming in my head. And my boys, they would always hit me like, yo, bro, what can I do with this? What can I do with that? How do I put this with that? And I'm like, all right, I'm doing this. So I'm like, man, after bachelor season is over last year, I'm about to graduate. I know I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands. So I'm like, I'm going to take this month and I'm going to put a number in my head. If this amount of people ask me about clothes, like anything involving fashion, I'm going to start this business. The number I had in my head got blown out the water. Like, so I'm like, damn, I really do got to do this. Like, all right, so this time, like, I hit up the right people. I started telling, like, my sister Kyla, she's recording live for me. I hit her. I hit a couple of my other friends, and I was just like, yo, like, what do you think if I was to like start this business as a stylist or a personal shopper? And it just happened organically, like, and it just started flowing. Like, once one person booked, the first person to ever book a service with me is my aunt Danielle. That's the first person to ever book a service with me.
But it's crazy.
Once that happened, it took over.
It's crazy. Once you start a business, or they say once you start becoming an entrepreneur, if your friends and family don't support you, unless you know you probably shouldn't be doing this. Like that's the hint that people, just like with this podcast, we get a lot of musicians, I get a lot of rappers, I get a lot of singers, and then sometimes we'll get somebody who's just not the best rapper or singer, and I'll be like, yo, they'll be like, oh, yo, everybody tells me I'm great and I'm good. Like, but number one, social media is a big thing because I look at people's social media presence. When you're upcoming, you're starting a business is one thing, but it's like if you're rapping and you got 500 followers, you keep putting out mad music and like 10 likes on music, and it's just repeating that, and it's like 4 or 5 years on by, and it's the same for 5 years. It's like, all right, maybe you should just, maybe you should just chill. Maybe you're just not good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
you gotta be real with yourself.
At some point, you
gotta be real with yourself.
At some point, you do.
So entrepreneurship is a big thing, like especially nowadays. Because when I was which is dope for the young kids to see,
No,
by the way.
definitely.
Because we're all predominantly young. None of us are 30. None of us are 35. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
don't even speak that. Bro.
yeah, nah. Yo, I'm probably the oldest one sitting here. Y'all talking about?
I ain't gonna drop no numbers. My birthday just passed. I know that for a fact. Y'all older than me.
Mine coming Monday.
Monday?
The 11th.
Happy early.
Yeah.
Happy early, bro.
Appreciate
Happy
it,
birthday,
bro.
bro.
Appreciate that.
Like shit, my shit next year.
Yeah, my birthday just passed.
I don't even want New Year's to hit. Like, New Year's can
now,
stay.
right?
Yo, hell yeah. Yo, I'm like, damn, Thanksgiving almost here. Another gray hair coming in. Nah, but it's dope that entrepreneurship. Because when I was coming up I was taught, yo, after college you're gonna get a good job. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a good 9 to 5, something that make you happy. And to be honest, I remember my moms and my pops used to always say that to me. And my mom, I'm like, yo, I kind of watched them like, y'all work a 9 to 5 every day, and y'all don't seem happy. And you did this for 25 to 30
routine.
years, the same routine.
Same routine.
And I'm like, I don't want that to be me. Like I don't want to be the 9 to 5, work 30 years and get, like, my mom retired, which is dope. Like, I'm happy for her. She retired. But it's like, even now, she's like, yo, I got to get a job. I'm like, what do you mean? You got a pension, everything with? She's like, yo, it's not enough. Like, what I was making before is not enough for what, compared to what I'm getting now. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, Ma, just come. And I always tell her, like, think about if you work for yourself, like, for 30 years, where you'd be, how much better financially you'd be. Which is dope. What we're doing is like, yo, you're starting something now, and you're never gonna see a result in the first 2 years. It's gonna seem like, yo, I'm doing all this for nothing.
Yeah.
But you keep going, you keep pushing through. Yo, think about where you'll be 30 years from now from what you're doing.
Yeah.
30 years. Way well off to where our parents are.
It's definitely possible too, bro. Like people like Dapper Dan. Like Dapper Dan is one of my biggest inspirations. Bro. I can sit and watch him talk all day. All day I can sit and watch Dapper Dan talk. And he really infiltrated the fashion industry, bro. And he made them respect him. Like he demanded that respect.
Yeah.
He demanded that respect.
Dapper Dan's is
got to stand on something, man. That's a
different type of mindset. That's why being an entrepreneur, like, people don't realize, like, I know the struggle. Like, I know, like, what's, like, especially I know for you, for both of y'all, it's, especially when you're starting, because this is a podcast. It starts up. You need the support. You know what I'm saying? And the support is, I always say, it's hard to get in the area of where you grew up at. It's easier to get support. If I went, like, if I go to the Bronx and shout RoseAboveIt podcast up, followers is easier. Than the people I thought were like, damn, they supposed to follow me, support me, subscribe from day one. It's harder to get those people, you know what I'm saying, than the people that we don't know, the strangers we don't know. So, question, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent. What makes y'all what y'all do different from what everybody else does, as far as, like, I'm gonna start right here and I'm gonna go to you next, Chuck. What makes your brand different from everybody else's?
I would say, like I said before, it's not like a copy of anything else. So I try to keep it something that you've never seen before. I try to use different brands. Like right now for this show, for all the hoodies I got coming out this year, I just working on, like, the quality of the hoodie. You get what I'm saying? So, like, when I first started, the quality wasn't too good. They were good, but, like, not like what they are now. So I try to understand what people want. Like, I use my boys for examples when they give me different, oh, you should do this, you should do that. I might not take the exact idea, but I might take a little piece from it, or a piece from here, a piece from there.
Sebron coming out with the cone heads.
So I try to take a piece from here and there just to get a general idea. But my brand, I just wanted to be something that it's just known and people can, like, identify when they see it. You get what I'm saying? Like, they can identify, like, oh, that's IM ME Clothing, or that's an IM ME Clothing collection or something like that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I just look at it as just ideas that come to my head and just trying to express myself as a designer and just bring it on to other people.
But Chuck, what will make you different as a stylist compared to those stylists who, for example, the stylist that you seen do Ghost? Like, what will make you a little different from what he does?
So with me, I just feel like I'm not super versatile when it comes to fashion, but I'm open-minded. Mm-hmm. So today I got on the Dickie suit. You feel me? Like I got on the Dickie suit today. Tomorrow I could pop out with Chelsea boots. Yeah. Or I could come out with like loafers or something like that the next day. I feel like any lane of fashion is approachable. It's just you have to be open-minded to it. So with me, with my fashion, I could dress a CEO for tomorrow. Like today, I could dress the CEO for McDonald's for the biggest meet in his life, and then tomorrow I could dress Chip. The day after that, I could dress me. Yeah. And then I'm dressing myself. I could dress Meg Thee Stallion. Or Madonna. I feel like myself. I feel like my eye for fashion is so broad that my brain is just it's unstoppable. There's no way like I'm gonna be able to tap into every avenue, every demographic of life. Yeah. Like, for example, like when he said when he's on vacation, he's working. Like he's giving out shirts, all of that stuff. I was on a cruise, bro. I had people call in my room, bro, what should I wear with this? What should I wear with that? And I loved it. So I'm really invested into what I'm doing. Like I get up, like he said, I work a 4 to 12 shift in the hospital. I get up every day, 7, 6 in the morning. I'm out by 10. I'm in the stores. I'm shopping, and then I'm going to work. And I'm getting up and I'm doing it again the next day. And I hate when I have to leave this to go to my regular job. So I know that this is something that like I've never been more focused on anything like this, bro. Besides basketball. And you feel me? Growing up out here, it was different. It was killer be killer.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt last
type
week.
Of love. This is my baby. Like this This is my baby.
Trust. I know that feeling, man. I know that. So for y'all, who is somebody that you love to style? Like that would you be like, yo, I would love to style this person.
That's tough. It's tough. For me, honestly.
Tell me Meg Thee Stallion.
Nah. Even though she could use my help, bro. She came out with those black ups on. I'm like, she came out with the black ups. I'm like, man, she might need some help. But me, honestly, I would probably say, as far as like somebody that influences the culture, probably Meek. Like, I would probably love to style Meek or Sha Glizzy. I know a lot of people don't really know what Sha Glizzy is. People from DC, but Sha Glizzy is like, as far as rappers nowadays, to me, when it comes to fashion, he's the guy. Like, like he's like he sets the tone in a whole totally type of different way. Yeah. Like to me, he opened me up to New Balance 990s, a whole bunch of stuff. Trucker hats. You got Von Dutch back out. Like I just
Von Dutch, yo.
I got Von Dutch hat for the cruise, bro.
I think Von Dutch hats was popping when I was in middle school, like 7th, 8th grade, yo.
I got the
something like that, yeah.
White on black Von Dutch right now in the curve, bro.
Yo, Von Dutch.
Y'all want to tap in with Von Dutch, bro, because it's about to blow up. They got Tiger behind their whole campaign.
They back up. They back up again.
On the gram, I think it's Von Dutch Melrose. Them Vance and jackets, the leathers, all that.
Yo, let me know when.
Word, that's tough.
It's all coming back around, bro.
Shit, let me get my. Let me get my Ed Hardy shit back.
Crazy enough, I got the cruise. J1 sent me a link to an Ed Hardy T-shirt.
For real?
It's all coming from chains on the jeans.
Yo, Skull Gang, all of that is coming back.
Fashion is cycle anyway. Like stuff that we used to now. Our parents did that before. They we used to wear that back in the day.
Yo, every time. That's what my mom. Yo, my mom every time. Yo, I was like, I put a pair of Converse on. My mom was like, what? Get out of here. I was like, what? She's like, yo, oh my God, how much you pay for those? I was like $45. She's like, they used to be $5. I was like, what? She's like,
everything is it's impossible for life to be as cheap as they say it was.
Yo, it's so wild. Like the stuff.
It's so far fetched, bro. I don't even I wouldn't even imagine clothes being that cheap.
I went to the gas station with my aunt, and she was like, yo, I remember when I used to go to the gas station, son, $5 used to fill up your tank. I looked at her like,
where'd you drive with? I see every time.
What you doing? You pulling a wagon? What you mean? Like, I was like, yo, that shit is
yo, bro.
$45 minimum now. Fill my whip up, yo.
At least, bro.
What? Sebron, what celebrity, what person, who would you want to see in your clothing?
I would say I don't really have a specific person that I would want, but depending on the time and the moment, I would want to give it to the hottest person right then.
Okay.
Just to get that exposure. So I would say right now,
you gotta go baby, bro.
That's what I was about to say.
You gotta go to baby, bro.
I would try to try to find a way to give a hoodie to the baby.
So you would have gave.
He killing social media. He all over the place.
So you would have gave 6ix9ine. You would like 6ix9ine to be wearing your stuff.
Not right now.
I mean,
before he was silent, you know what I'm saying?
he was informing the whole time. I don't know. He was informing from rip. They inserted him into that.
My bad, bro. But more than anything, more than Meek or anything, for me growing up in Yonkers, I would love to give a bag of clothes to kids, bro.
What, yo?
Yeah.
That could be done.
I feel like it's easy for me to do. I got ways to get in contact with him, but at the same time, I want it to be the right time.
You want to earn it.
Yeah,
you want to earn it.
I don't want it to be given. I don't want it to be like, oh, here, like off the muscle. I don't want that. I want it to be like, and I'm gonna use my money, bring them a bag of clothes for a show. That's what my ideal thing is with rappers. Like I'll bring them, get like a backstage pass, like pay for an extra pass. Give them a bag of clothes.
Yeah, you want to earn it. I trust me, I get that, bro. I just know for both of y'all, being in the fashion industry is probably one of the toughest roads, but I think that you guys are in the right mind space to deal with it and to do it. You know what I'm saying? First of all, being an entrepreneur is hard. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the hardest things you can do. You know what I'm saying? What give me what's something that y'all go through that's like, yo, like, have you ever had a moment where you said, I don't want to do this shit no more?
Not necessarily I don't want to do it no more, but it's like you get those times where you're like, damn, am I doing it? Am I doing the right thing? Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, I use my boys for example. Like I could be posting, but like, and it took me a while to understand this. Like even my closest friends don't know a lot that I got going on. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like even with like my brand, stuff like that, they may not know. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if those my closest boys that I'm in a group chat with, I'm doing this, I'm doing that with, I gotta promote way more. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like my closest people don't know. Yeah. I mean, who outside of them know? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was my mindset to try to get myself out there a little bit more. Like, damn. Because I'd be like, I'll post something. Like, oh, you how long you had this hoodie? I'd be like, I've been had this out. This like from last year, something like that. But it's like, yeah, I had no clue. I'm like, all right, now I know. Like, I gotta promote or do certain stuff, take it to another level. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I try to put myself out there a little bit more, like do those Instagram videos or like do those little commercials and stuff like that, just to put myself out there a little bit more. So
anytime you ever say, yo, I think I'm done with this, or I think I need a break.
I mean, I'm just now like I don't got as many like certified like this has been my business years into this, but I've always given people like fashion advice, but for me it's more so the logistics that kind of trouble me sometimes more than shopping is never annoying to me. That's why I do it. You know what I'm saying? But the logistics of certain things like dealing with my job, and it becomes like a hassle to a certain extent. But not my business. Everything else I have going on. Yeah. Because this is what I really invest into. But that and I had to come to terms early that nobody's gonna be more invested or believe in myself more than I do. Mm-hmm. Like. People gonna be there to support you 1,000, be at every event, show up to like ball, bro. You're gonna show up to every game, but nobody's in there with you.
In the gym,
you gotta know yourself. You gotta know yourself, bro. And then, like Nip said, you gotta know yourself on the darkest nights,
yes,
bro.
Yes, sir. Nobody in the gym with you shooting when you struggling,
fact, bro. Because when you 10 toes down into what you're doing, is the only person that can stop you is you.
Yeah. Word. So I meant to bring something when we saw everything come back out. The fanny pack came back out.
That was never my speed, man. I could never get with it.
I had a few. I like it. Reasons why I like it, because it's like a storage. I really use it as storage. Yeah. Like, I always got a lot of shit. My wallet, my phone. I'm a supervisor at my job, so I gotta keep my work phone on me. So it's like I don't want to have the clip. The clip ain't back. You know what I'm saying?
That part back.
You know what I'm saying? You can't have the clip.
I didn't make clips for iPhones. Yo, you be seeing it. You know the 40, 45, 50 year dude.
That's how you know you got the clip like this. Then you got the shit on the side
it's like an iPad on your head.
Yo, so
God love it, bro.
Yo, I just never like I was like Young Thug. I could never get that style. Like I know there's some dudes that like they be like wear dresses, nails painted, purses.
Yeah,
like is
that far. Like
when you take it that far, bro, it's hard to knock it for me because some of those people are the biggest inspirations in fashion right now. Like A$AP Rocky.
Yeah.
Like he has his nail. Like I just saw a picture of him with like a British nail, like a British flag painted on his nail.
I don't.
But it's hard to say no to him because he started so many fads that are relevant right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, maybe he's doing something that's gonna be a thing for kids that are like 15, 14. It's hard to wrap your head around. I feel you.
It's true because if you look back on like things like Prince did, and Michael Jackson did,
but
and all
now
that.
it's like a thing. It's hard to grasp. That's my hardest thing as far as shopping for people is like certain things I just won't like, but I know that's their like you know what I'm saying? Like that's their
So
style.
for y'all, what's the thin line between being swaggy and being like, yo, this is a little sus?
Like I look at it like I know myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if I like it, I'm a weird. Like you can ask my boys, they look at me like, yo, alright. Like you get what I'm saying? Like I got like this fishnet hoodie that I had. I forgot where I wore it somewhere. I wore it somewhere. They was making jokes, but at the end of the day, it looked dope. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like it depends on what it is. Like it really depends. If I like it, I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Because I know myself. I know I don't gotta worry about nothing else. So it's like if I like it, I'm gonna wear it.
Wait. Before we finish, I just want to let everybody know this is a progressive podcast. LGBTQ community, we love you. We love you guys.
No disrespect.
There is no disrespect. I am just curious to know, as a guy
I don't
who.
want to slander myself.
Yeah, exactly. Before I even make my way up the ladder, I'm not trying to get kicked down. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to get Kevin Harted, but just saying, there's certain fashion styles that are out there that just ain't for me. That I couldn't see myself as a straight man wearing. Like who came on stage and had the there was at the VMAs and had their butt cheeks cut out their pants.
Oh, nah.
Yeah.
See, this is
you know what I'm talking about. Somebody did that. I'm like, yo,
That's wild.
yeah, somebody did that. I'm like, this ain't
That's wild.
this ain't fashion. I was like, this is when it goes a little left for me. Like I can't be like, yo, you know what, bro? You know what, yo, I got a big night. Cut the butt cheeks out, bro.
This is the biggest night of my life. I'm gonna show my ass.
Cut the cheeks out. Yo, so we're like award shows, red carpets, right? Red carpet events. I'm curious to know, like, how did they get so big, but why is that the biggest one of the biggest night for people in fashion?
The lights is on. The lights is on. The people is out. Everybody's looking.
Yeah.
You got to be at your best. Like, for example, Power's last episode, probably one of the biggest episodes. Like, you know, like the amount of people that was watching was probably crazy.
Yeah.
The smallest detail could throw off a person that's really looking. Like me, when I posted that picture of Ghost, his button was messed up.
You did say, yes.
His button was messed up. Now that's somebody's job. I don't know if that was the intention for them to make him look scruffled or like whatever the case may be, but those things count. The small details count. So when the red carpet is out and everybody's eyes is open, you gotta always be on your A game when it comes to your fashion. Always.
Would you wanna have your brand on a red carpet event? Like a Met Gala. Like people who they wear stuff. I'm like, yo, I would never fucking, honestly, me personally, I would never wear some of the stuff that these dudes wear at a Met Gala. Some of these I see these girls wear. I'm like,
It's definitely
over the top.
It depends. Because if I'm invited to that event, I gotta be up to par. So it's like I don't want to come. You get what I'm trying to say?
You can't come through subpar. You can't come through subpar.
Bro, I feel like with those type of situations, you gotta go in there feeling like you setting the standard.
Yeah.
As far as fashion. You know what I mean? Like when I went to my graduation, I'm like, yo, I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I'm like, but this is this is my red carpet. Yeah. So I gotta either meet the standard or set it. So I'm like, you know what? I know dudes is gonna be designing it out, all of this other stuff. I'm gonna take the harder route. I went to Zara, found these salmon colored suit. Bro. I don't know if you've seen the You Stay video with Meek, but I seen the video. I'm like, yo, I need a good suit that color. I went and found I got a nice pair of designer sneakers, but on sale, of course. So it was about probably like $500 retail, and I paid $200. Yeah. And then the suit's $100, but you look like you, like you something, like you say, like you look like I look like I'm somebody. But at the end of the day, my clothes don't cost nearly as many as y'all's, but all the eyes are on me because you gotta be able to feel. You gotta walk in there with that confidence.
Yeah, that it's crazy how fashion is, yo. Because I went to my cousin's wedding like a little while ago, and everybody was like, "Yo, you going shopping for?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going shopping." So in my mind, I'm like, "Yo, I got pants at the crib. I'm just gonna get shirt, blazer, 5 blazers, some shoes." So I put the pants on. They was like this, bro. How was it? I was like, yo, what the hell?
Yeah, the crop.
Yo. So, but this is before that was like before like the thing. For me, yeah, before like Dwayne Wade made it a thing. I was like, yo, son, what am I? Yo, I had no. It was time to go. Like I was like, I gotta rock these, I guess. Yeah. I was like, yo, I'll never forget. My mom was like, just put some nice socks on, I guess. And like I put it on, some nice socks, put on my shoes. I was like, shit kind of fire.
Bad,
I was like, I ain't gonna lie, this kind of fire. So it's crazy how like you can be creative with like what you got.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You gotta improvise, bro.
Yeah. Word. And that's what I see. Like when I know, like yo, somebody got good taste is when they're not wearing the most expensive things. They're just wearing something like, a little different.
Yep.
Like when Chris Brown did the wrap around the with the button ups.
Yeah,
fire.
The flannels.
Yeah, with the flannels.
Flannels are in too now this year too.
Yeah,
flannels is a thing definitely again. Flannels and Sherpa materials like sweaters and stuff like that.
Yeah, Sherpa started coming out last year too.
Yeah, the fuzzy sweaters and stuff.
I wish I still had my I wish I still had my Abercrombie and Fitch job, man. I used to work now, right? Yo, bro. Oh man, I don't want to incriminate myself, but boy, did I have so much free stuff from there.
I guess the statute of limitations is up.
Yo, man, the free stuff I had, bro.
Yeah, self-checkout?
$600 worth of gift cards. From one store using them in another. Yeah, it was.
I needed to know you.
Oh, man.
You need to know those type of people in my life.
Man. Oh, man.
You need to know those type of people.
It was going down. But, yo, real quick, tell us about your fashion show. When's the show? I'll be hosting it. Let the people know when's the show, when it will be. Let everybody know, man. What's up?
Alright, so I'm having IM ME Clothing. We having our first fashion show. It's gonna be this Saturday, November 9th. Doors gonna open at 5 o'clock. Show gonna start at 6. The breakdown of the show is gonna be like networking. At 6 o'clock to 7, networking, get a little finger food. From 7 to 9, we're gonna have the actual fashion show, and then after that, once the show is over, we'll do like a after soiree, like a little after party or whatever. Everybody can network again, dance a little bit, have a good time. So it's gonna be a big event. A lot of tickets are sold. If you are listening, I got a promo code going tonight. Dreams. It takes 50% off your ticket. So if you want to get that sale ends at 11 p.m. So just get your ticket ASAP. It's gonna be a good event. Come out, network. Promote yourself. You got your own brand. Let's do it.
Yo, I'm using that promo code since I get in. I'm using that right now. Shit. I'm hosting it. I'm honored, bro. Thanks for having me for hosting that event. That's just gonna be dope. You must have a lot of goddamn sets. 2-hour fashion show. Like I don't know. I ain't gonna find a fashion show, but 2 hours. Seems like a good show, like an official show.
It's gonna be alright. Like it just
the red carpet out.
Yeah, I actually got the red carpet. I actually got blue carpet. I got blue carpet.
Respect.
I got
Nipsey Blue.
Yeah, it actually is a Nipsey Blue. I got the Nipsey Blue carpet. I got the backdrop. But yeah, it's all my designs from. It's like a time capsule from when I first started to what I'm coming out with now. So I'm bringing some stuff out the woodwork, some old cut and sew stuff that I used to do back in the day. Having all that stuff in the show again, and then to what I'm bringing out this year, coming up in the wintertime. Well, it's actually going to drop at the show. So this hoodie's going to drop at the show. Everything that I've been wearing. So the process of the show, I made samples, and then I would wear it myself just to get feedback. Not even promoting nothing. They'd be like, oh, what hoodie is that? I'm like, oh, it's mine. It's not out yet. It's about to come out. So I would do that. And just like, it's gonna be a good event. It's gonna be pretty good. I've been working, busting my ass, like crazy
I been
hours.
I ain't been telling me, man. I be here.
Crazy hours. Even like I go out with my boys, I be falling asleep in the club.
It's like that.
All that stuff. So it's like it's. I've been working hard for this. So it's gonna be dope.
I want y'all to tell me the toughest thing y'all rose above. I'm gonna start with you, Chuck, this time. Toughest thing you rose above to get to the point where you at right now, man.
As far as life in general, or just my business?
You could give both. Because this is, positive podcast, baby. We try to fit some positivity in there.
So I'll start off on a lighter note. With my business, when I first started, I know a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of people. I support a lot of people. I do a lot. But me, I always do it out of the kindness of my heart. You know what I'm saying? So I never expected anything in return. But when I started my business, I felt like I had something that finally represented me, where I can, like, people always came to my games, all of that stuff. But that's not, it's me. Like, basketball was me. But that's not something that's me. Like, I can't dictate what's going on in this, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Truss the Vision, that's me. And I just felt like certain people didn't support me the way that I wanted them to. But, you know, I just had to accept that that's okay. Because, you know what I mean? Like, I have to appreciate the people that do support me in the way that I expect them to. And it also taught me that I can't really expect anything from anybody. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I have to bet on myself and do for myself. But that, as far as the hurdle in my business, that was a real big step for me. And as a man, too, that was a big step for me. As far as life, as far as back as I could think, maybe like my grandpa passing, and then when I first graduated high school, I didn't go straight to college. Like, I took a semester off of school and I was just home, but you know, everybody's leaving. Yeah, it's hard to see that, like, to see progression. You feel like you're in the same spot. I know that feeling. I didn't know anything about the college process, so I had like coaches recruit me and everything. But I'm thinking like it's like high school. Like, they're gonna fill these applications out for you. They're gonna do these like these grant applications, all of that. None of that happened. So when August came, I'm like, everybody's like, what school you going to? I'm like, I don't know. Like, it made me just get on my grind 10 times harder. You know what I mean? My guy. Sebron? What's up, baby?
I would say for me it would be kind of the same thing. Just getting the support from those close to you. That'd be the hardest thing. But as I got older and matured, it was like I had to understand like the world don't revolve around me, and it's like everybody got their own thing going on in their life. So it's like you just got to take the positivity that you getting. So if you are getting positivity from somewhere, just take it as a grain of salt. Like, yo, somebody like me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with my brand part, that was just something that I had to get over and better myself, and then also just being more consistent. Like, just at one point I was just doing too much work at work and then not doing my brand, so I had to like balance my life out, balance some stuff out. And then like in my life, I feel like I'm doing this now for my mother. You know what I'm saying? My mother tells me she don't like working and things like that, so I'm trying to make it so that she don't have to work. You get what I'm saying? So
mom's never had a driveway. Stuff like that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my goals. So my mom don't have to work no more. Like, so get her out, whatever it is. Like, so.
That's love, bro. Yo, doing it for moms, kids, going to college, man. Y'all better do that step through the process. Now, it's crazy when you coming up, nobody ever teaches you that, like, about the college process. You think it's I
actually want to get into that, bro. Like, to help kids that I'm a first generation graduate of my family.
Yeah, same.
So it's like I know there's 1,000 more kids out there like me. So I really want to try to get in tune, like, with, especially around here, with kids that anybody that ever needs help applying for college, help for homework. Hit me, man. Chuck We Trust 3_. You could DM me, anything like that. Any questions?
That process is crazy.
It's crazy, bro. If you a young kid, I was 17,
bro. You don't know.
I didn't know.
That joint is mad. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. If it wasn't for the people in my life, I wouldn't even known how to apply. Like, it's crazy.
Same here.
It's crazy.
It was like playing sports. It kind of helped you ease your way.
Yeah. Some important people, like yo. Stan is like a bro. That like that dude, bro. My high school coach is like he's like a blessing from above, bro.
Wow.
Like, and that's an understatement. Like, he's
bro. Without him, I'm telling you, bro. And then this world is quick to be like, yo, figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, yo, apply. How apply? What? Do what? Figure it out. Like, go online and figure it out. Like, damn, you don't get no leeway. Let me do this real quick. Let me do my sponsorship. Shout out to Blue Door. 13 Riverdale Ave. Shout out Blue Door. Every Wednesday, let's get in here, man. We love them. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, everybody who lets us get in here. So every last Friday of the month, y'all, we have open mic. It's called Express Yourself. Come in here. If you rap, if you write, if you do poetry, if you do anything, if you just want to tell a story, if you have anything to say, come up here, man. It's dope. It's always positive vibes. People here are creative. Everybody's supportive, man. It's a beautiful space to be. Having the 7th annual coat drive and mixer on Thursday the 14th at the Riverfront Library, 6 to 9, man. Come through. There's people out here. It's cold outside, man. People don't got no coats. People don't got no shoes, no nothing. So if you're somebody who got like 5, 6, 7 jackets, coats, definitely come donate, man, because there's people who aren't blessed to have. For those of y'all who know, you usually have a banner here, y'all. Like, we usually have a big banner that says Rose Above It right here. But we put it down because I wanted to show some of the artwork. It's called Colors of Fall. Pardon if you watching, the light isn't on because there was some noise in the headphones that I think the listeners wouldn't appreciate it. But it's called Colors of Fall. So you see all this artwork that these amazing people from the area have done. It's dope, bro. It's dope. It's a lot of creative people in our area that we just don't even acknowledge and don't support. So come in here. The Blue Doors open Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So come through. Every Saturday they have kids workshops here. So if you got a kid and you don't know, you want to do something with them in the morning time, you don't know what to do, bring them here, man. It's free. Shout out to Katori coming here. She's doing it. Actually, this is right here. Like, so every Saturday, man, they come, they draw, they be creative, they can write, they do whatever they want in here. It's free, something to do for the kids. So definitely come here and check it out. And there's a young girl I gotta give her a shout out named Child Bella Bose. It's a young Asian girl who is doing amazing things. She's making bows and they have all the bows have little dogs on it, and all the proceeds for these bows, if you buy a bow, goes to the ASPCA in Yonkers, which is very dope. And what she's doing is amazing because there's a lot of dog lovers out here. There's a lot of people who mistreat animals and do evil things to them, and I think what she's doing is dope. So that's Blue Door, 13 River Avenue. Come through. Shout out to them every time. Thank y'all for coming out, man. For real.
Appreciate you.
Chuck, thank you for being patient.
Good looking,
my guy, Sebron. Now you good. Thank you for coming through from Jersey, man. Like this ain't like you coming from you know what I'm saying? like across the street. Yeah, the Bronx. Like coming from the Bronx, Shaq, a PJ. Y'all like niggas goddamn live down the block and always be like, oh, can't make it. Niggas kill me, man. But y'all, it's another episode of Rose Above It, man. Thank y'all for real. Signing off, man.
Good looking.